Call to order. Say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roll call. Hustle, hustle.
Yep.
Robin Hartley, Bill Meemeyer,
Here.
Chad Melinda,
Here.
Terry
Present. First on the agenda are claims, accounts payable vouchers. Do I have a motion to approve as presented?
I'll make a motion that we,
APV number.
I'll just put it in my motion if that's easier
There
for
you go.
you. I'm so sorry. I make a motion that we approve APVs number 27082 through 27250 as presented in our backup materials.
I will second.
Motion approved and second. Any discussions?
Just that I asked a clarifying question to Yvonne that I forgot to send earlier, but it was there's a $10,000 expense, and it's for the vehicle that we purchased, luckily purchased quickly to replace Officer Bradley's vehicle after the accident. So it was just an anomaly I forgot to send in, but she clarified that for me, and I wanted to put it on the record. So thank you.
Thank you.
Can I add something to it? You'll notice that you have more packets of APVs than you normally have. You're going to reapprove one that was approved on 11/20. What happened was that the 5 bills that were paid from the first draws on the SRF fund for the wastewater treatment plant were initially given a APV or a appropriation number, and only later did I learn that they had added a new bank account. Hence, I had to create a new fund, so I had to change the appropriation numbers. So I voided the old ones. The new ones are in here. Same amount, same everything except 1 digit. So that's one of the things that you'll have to approve. And then another thing is since we have a new bank account for the SRF loan expenses, I'm gonna create a new APV register for that every month, and try to do it only once a month on the second meeting of the month. But it'll have its own little, its own little report to sign, simply because all that money comes out of a different bank account. And it'll all be related to the wastewater treatment plant improvements.
So to clarify, that is a new bond that we must hold in order to finance the new wastewater treatment plant. So we've had those before. This one's in addition because we got a new bond for this.
Got it.
Yeah.
Did I say that correctly?
It's a new bank account specifically for that money, and it comes with its own set of paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Adoption of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve as
You need to
presented?
vote
We need to
yet.
vote.
Oh. We've had the discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried and approved for APVs 27082 through 27250. Now, adoption of minutes. Motion to approve as presented, town council minutes from December 4th, 2024.
I'll make a motion that we approve town council minutes from December 4th, 2024.
Second.
Motion approved and second. Any discussions? All in favor? Say
Aye.
Aye.
Motion moved to approve town council minutes from December 4th, 2024. Public comments. 3-minute time limit per person on items on the agenda only. Glad to see you have company tonight. Okay, we do not have old business tonight as the CERTA ordinance will be presented at our next meeting. It gets scheduled. New business. Purchase of land from New Palestine School for the wastewater plant. Mr. Niemeyer, do you have an update on that?
Not an update, other than there have been discussions back and forth. The school has indicated that they need a formal purchase agreement in order to, respond. So I went ahead, prepared a purchase agreement, circulated that for everybody's review, certainly open to any suggestions, changes. It's just a starting point to get the dialogue going, because the area in question we do need for the wastewater treatment plant. Hopefully, it will go through in the form of a purchase, and perhaps they may come back and say, we'll grant you an easement so you have the right to use it. I know our preference would be to own it, but whichever route we end up with, it's just the ability for us to do the sewer treatment plant the way it was designed and not to have to try to move stuff around. And I will point out, I put in a purchase price of $1,000, and it's approximately a half an acre. Generally, that would be considered very, 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 very low, but this particular area is in a flood zone, so it's not developable by the school, but it's very helpful for us. So that's how I came up with that number.
I have no problem with the purchase agreement. I appreciate, Bill, you putting it together. I had hoped to, but didn't. I think it would be reasonable to attach with the purchase agreement when we send it over a letter from the council, just appreciating the school's partnership and recognizing, just as you said, hey, this is a starting point. There's options to go up or down with that particular starting point. So I think attaching a letter on behalf of the council, just kind of explaining what we're using it for and why we're using it, may be beneficial. And I'd be happy to start that with a draft.
And what I would also propose is the school board meeting, whenever it's held following their receipt, I would go and ask to be put on the agenda, present it, explain it, answer any questions. I mean, it's not something that I want to just send them and say, here, I hope you sign it. I think it warrants. The cover letter is a great idea, and I think that's absolutely something we should do. But then also just to go in person and explain it.
I agree.
So do we want to get that scheduled, or?
I think we can, make a motion if we wanted to move forward with sending the purchase agreement over to the school district with the accompanying letter, and then go from there.
I'll second that motion.
I'm glad I made it.
I'm glad you did too. Motion approved and seconded. Any discussion? Guess we had it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion approved for present at school and have a cover letter and all that. Okay, next, do I have a motion to approve the designated signatory resolution 121824?
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution 121824.
I'll second that motion.
Motion approved and seconded. Any discussions? All in favor, say aye. Motion moved to approve designated signatory resolution 121824. Next is, do I have a motion to approve 2025 managed service agreement?
I'll make a motion that we approve the proposed 2025 managed service agreement as presented in our backup materials.
I'll second that to see if Scott has anything to add.
Sit down, Scott.
You did
Motion
a wonderful
approved and seconded.
presentation.
Do we have a discussion?
You guys have any questions? You know, as far as things go, let's say another very typical year. Nothing particularly stands out. There were 2 cybersecurity incidents that were resolved this year. Neither one of them rose to the level of having been reported to the state, so it's pretty good. Total like 4,300 service requests. Bear in mind, most of those are just automated things that happen. Very few of those are actually people saying, "Hey, this is not working." One thing I do want you guys to keep in mind is looking ahead to 2025. A big thing that's going to ease some attention this year. I'm going to be a little lax in how I ask you to deal with it because there's some other things that are plan to is the version of Windows that the majority of task computers are using goes into support in October. The new version does have some hardware requirements that I know at least some of the computers it now has don't meet. So we'll need to have a plan for that as we go through the year. I do plan on trying to have all that figured out in January. I think it's 9 months to decide what to do. It doesn't necessarily replace a lot of them because, like I said, there's some other things involved there. But at least let's have a plan together. Sometime, of course, before we're actually.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for your support. I know it goes unrecognized a lot of times. I appreciate you putting together that proposal. Yvonne, I would want to look at that to see if we could do it in installments
No.
or decide what the benefit is either way.
He and I talked about it earlier, that as soon as he has an assessment, get it to me and then we can figure out how we can deal with it.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to make sense, right? We've got older computers that aren't going to be
Yep.
compatible, and we'll have to deal with those as we get them. But thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, we've actually had a pretty good process going for a couple of years and getting overhead replaced. I know this year we replaced Nyla's and Bob's as well. So we're kind of where we want to be from a lifecycle perspective. But there's a few old things out there that this just kind of makes us take a look at. So we're not in the bad place, but because this wasn't out earlier this year, that's just yet, but we'll do what we can to minimize what the cost. Okay.
Scott, I just want to also echo what Chad said, that, you know, I think he said behind the scenes. Well, the fact that our IT is behind the scenes, I think means we're not running into, you know, a lot of problems. You know, things are working well. You know, IT is recognized when stuff's blown up, shut down, hit by some ransomware, whatever the problem is. You know, IT is recognized because something isn't working, and it's great that that isn't the case. So what you do oftentimes goes unrecognized, and it should be recognized because it means it's working. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved
Thanks, Scott.
for 2025 managed service agreement. Removal of obsolete funds. Motion to approve removal of obsolete funds, ordinance number 121824A.
I will make a motion to approve ordinance 121824A.
I'll
Madam-
second that motion.
Madam President,
Yes.
this is the first reading of the ordinance, so you have to go through the suspension of the rules. So it needs to be unanimous consent on all counselors that you can approve on first reading. So you go through that first and then ordinance.
Do we have a unanimous consent on the first reading?
Yes.
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 Yes, okay. So now, do I have a motion to approve removal of obsolete funds, ordinance number 121824A?
I will make a motion to approve
I'm going to second that fine motion.
All righty.
121824A.
Motion approved and seconded. Any discussions?
The only question I have is, it's A in here, it's B on my handout, and it's C.
We're
on
getting
it.
to that.
Got it.
They're two
It's
different.
ordinance that ends in A that officially removes some of these funds. And then last minute addition, as I came into the office this evening, was a resolution from Zach covering the other ones. So apparently they can't all be covered in one, and I'm not sure why, but Zach can probably shed some light on that.
The ones in the ordinance that you're repealing are codified in your municipal code. That's why they need to be removed by ordinance. The other funds are not codified in the municipal code, so you can remove those by resolution.
So we just go through the normal approval process for this one.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. So, do I have a motion to approve resolution to close certain funds 121824B?
Did we approve A?
You did.
We did not.
We didn't vote on it.
We didn't.
Did you
vote
not vote on?
You want to do that first?
Sure.
It's up to you.
All in favor?
Aye.
There we go. Motion approved. For removal of obsolete funds, ordinance 121824A.
Clarifying question. We need
sir.
to approve resolution B and C.
That's correct. There's not a C. That there should be just a
Just a
B,
B.
resolution B.
Anything to be-
So,
The resolution is 121824B. That covers the other set.
do I have a motion to approve resolution to close certain funds 121824B?
I'll make a motion that we approve resolution number 121824B.
I'll second that fine motion.
Thank you.
Motion approved and seconded. Any discussions? Any more discussions? All in favor? Say aye.
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 Okay, motion to approve resolution to close certain funds 121824B. Legal updates.
I have no updates.
Thank you. Department reports. Mr. Robinson?
Yep. The town center, it's slowly moving. This week I sent a request for proposals for qualifications to get a owner's rep. I sent the application over to Ted. He liked it. And so today I sent it out to, on the town letterhead to Envoy, Skinder, and the Kramer Corporation. There are 3 qualified companies, so we should get, I think the cutoff is January 9th, so we should have those back here for the council to look at, so they can select that. Also, the owners, they were to close on the property December, and that's here, so they've asked for a 60-day extension. So that kind of triggered the realtor to give me a call to find out where we're at with it, so I think I'm meeting her on the 27th, just to show her what we have and where we're at with it. So understandably that, they were excited about closing, we're excited about starting, but it does take some time. And I think Ted will probably introduce our BOT process their January 1st meeting or 2nd. So we'll get that kicked off as well. Another project we have in town is the New Palestine Retail down behind the gas station or the wellness center. I should have the plans on that by Friday, so I should have the elevations and the site work to that property. It's about 9,000 square feet. There's some retail. I don't know the retail that's going in it. I'm sure it's maybe food, but we should find out soon enough. So excited about that. It's about time we've seen some dirt move back there. It's been a while. It's been a couple of years. So hopefully we'll get that Friday. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Steve?
I don't have anything this evening.
Chief Ely?
As of today, New Palestine Police Department is at full force.
Yay,
I'm
congratulations.
medical, so we're excited. Pending our new hire. Speaking of that, our new prospective hire, we have come to a decision. We have put an offer out to a gentleman by the name of Alex Sproul. He's 28 years old. He's a police officer in Valparaiso, Indiana. He's been there for 5 years, so he will be a lateral transfer. He's bringing 5 years of really good experience, and spoke to members of the department, and they are really sad to see him leave. I guess he's something spectacular. So, and the other thing is Chad, he's former USMC. And the best thing was he graduated from Palestine High School. He has family here and he's coming back. So we're excited. I believe January 8th, we're going to have a badge pinning so his wife can be here. So that's when you guys get a chance to see him, unless you come in, I think, from the 6th. We got paperwork started for him, but January 8th will be his first official day with New Palestine Police Department.
Great. So he accepted the offer? He accepted the offer? Good.
Great news.
And that's all.
Yvonne?
We're just working on, towards the end of the year, so a lot of changes, a lot of notifications for instance, the payroll company, all the things that are changing, and what have you. But that's about it. We're just busy at the moment, but it's all good. Do you have anything else?
No, I just noticed that I forgot to put the agenda on the website, so my error this time. I will make sure it gets on there next time.
Thank you. Public comments, 5 minutes, any topic.
Please take some home.
That was Bill.
Thank you. Okay, council comments. Mr. Maple.
With the holidays, I'm not going to do a First Friday council chat in January, just with the holidays and the break in school. What I will do is at our first January meeting announce an evening option for a council chat, and we'll figure out an evening option in January to connect with people who would like to connect. Other than that, finishing a year on the council, so I want to say thank you to everybody, especially my mates on the council, and just it's been a year of learning, and I appreciate the work that everyone does and the staff and the team that we have here. It's been a blessing. Appreciated the Christmas party and the opportunity to celebrate the season with everyone, and just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's it.
Thank you. Chad.
I'll echo happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks to the pub for hosting our town holiday event party. Thank you to them, and thank you to Corona Associates for helping sponsor that event. So really appreciate their partnership there. And then welcome to Officer Sproul, right? Sproul on January 8th. I'll try to make it for that. I'm excited that we've got some more jarheads around here. We'll have to make sure that we increase the budget for crowns, because yellow is his favorite color, I'm sure. But appreciate all the hard work that went into this year. Thank you guys very much for supporting us and making it a success week.
Thank you.
Likewise, it is absolutely fantastic to be part of a town council that works together, doing very positive things. Appreciate that tremendously. Take some cookies on the way out this evening, and Jiffy Lube is open for business. And congratulations to the football team on a phenomenal season and another state championship. And travel safely. Merry Christmas.
Anything else? Okay. I want to say how excited I was to see the community participation at Winterfest this past Saturday, and the entries in the parade were just really pretty spectacular. It was really good to see the community and the kids, and everybody was happy, and that's what we should be this time of year. I too want to compliment and congratulate my council for a year of hard work and dedication. I've enjoyed your help and all of our learning together. And I wish everyone a safe, healthy, and happy holiday. And I'll see you next year. Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
I'll second that motion.
Motion moved and seconded. It is adjourned for
We need to
2024.
vote on it.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
yes. Yay. Aye.